Hi, everyone. It's Nia Claire with The Light Up, and I am so excited to be talking with you today and to be having time with my dear friend, Annette Rugolo, who is going to be our featured practitioner at The Light Up on September 25th, as well as our featured vendor, which is, I'm just so excited to talk to you about what you're going to be doing and what it's going to look like. But before we get started with that, I just want to take a minute as everybody's gathering to remind you about what the Light Up's all about. The Light Up is an event, and we're in the second of 3, and maybe more. We'll see where this goes, but 3 events that we have. So one was last month in August. We have September 25th and upcoming in October on the 23rd. These are events for gathering, for community, for inspiration, and most of all for connections. We have been in a time of, I don't know, I don't want to say, I don't think any of us have been disconnected, but there's this idea that we're kind of going it alone, and getting to see each other and being in each other's company and listening and seeking inspiration. It's empowering, reconnecting, and uplifting. And so that was the inspiration for the Light Up, and I am so excited to not be doing these things alone. One of the things that we have our vendors, practitioners who are there for you to connect with and be inspired by, but also the opportunity to have different dear friends of mine, people that inspire me every day, like Annette, who are going to come in and share some of their gifts with the entire group. So I'm honored and delighted to be here with you today, Annette. Hi.
Hi, Nia.
Welcome.
Thank
So,
you.
so we've got some people on the line. If you want to say hi, I absolutely love to be able to acknowledge you and just say and welcome you to the event. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat. If we don't get to it right away, we will be taking questions throughout. So please feel free to post those in the comments. And Annette, as we get started, again, I'm so excited that you're going to be part of the event. I would love for people to get to know you a little bit. If they haven't met you or haven't gotten a chance to connect, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and your work in the world?
I am happy to do that. So, I am Annette Rugolo, and I wear many hats. I am a meditation teacher. I work with quantum frequencies, quantum colors. I'm a transformational coach, soul coach. I help people connect with who they are on a soul level and help them align with their soul purpose. At the same time, help them to transform, to release any blocks, patterns, karmic lifetimes, things, baggage that we carry around with us. So that's a big part of what I've done for over 20 years. For the last 15, 16 years, I've been a dowser, environmental healer. So I love going into spaces and transforming the energy of spaces. I wrote a book, I think it was 2018, a few years ago now, called The Soul Whisperer, Releasing Lost Souls. So it really shares my experiences, my stories of helping spirits move on, transition from this realm. Very, very interesting book. And I've really started doing a lot of other things, connecting all of these pieces together. I've done some things with nature spirits, connecting with Mother Earth. I'm teaching a conscious mothering class, really helping mothers see their children on a soul level and help them to live their best life possible. So I'm really expanding right now into a lot of different areas, and I love everything that I do, and I love really helping people be supported and see beyond what we see on a physical level in this world, because there's a lot of magic happening right now.
I love that you said that. I love that you said that. And I will say personally, I've experienced so many of your gifts as a friend and as a student and as a partner in different things. It is at the core of all that you do. You are a teacher and you're a seer, being able to see people as they are, their soul essence. And I've witnessed that, and I've been blown away by it, because I'm like, wait, no, that can't be. Right? So we have those moments, and when we meet people who see us, that's the foundation of transformation. And it's one of the things I absolutely love your work in the world. I'm always in awe about what is coming. And so I am very excited that, like I said, to have you at this event, because not everybody knows you or gets to experience this the way I do. And so to be able to have you share this with us. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the event?
So you asked me to bring people into an experience, right? So it's like I was sitting like, what experience do I want to bring them into? Yeah. So I love bringing people into an experience of consciously connecting with the quantum field.
Yeah.
So sometimes when we're in meditation, or we have ahas or aspects where it's like, we feel a connection, but then it's gone. Yeah. But there's a way that we can consciously connect with higher vibrational frequencies, higher vibrational energies. So I've been working with 24 quantum colors, light frequencies, whatever you want to call them, higher vibrational energies for over 20 years. Mm-hmm. And there's 24 aspects of these quantum colors. 12 are masculine, 12 are feminine, and it brings us into balance. Every color has a frequency, a name, an aspect. It connects us with something within ourselves, within the universe, but also helps us remember that we have that aspect within ourselves. Mm-hmm. These 24 frequencies connect with our 24 DNA. And right now, these kids are already coming in with more of an awakened DNA. And when we start connecting in with these colors, it awakens our own DNA. Yeah. So we are operating from a more expansive experience, a more expansive space. And so in the event, the experience, I'm going to be bringing people into that conscious connection and introduce them to these amazing, amazing colors, these frequencies of light. And one of the things I was really thinking about when you invited us to be part of your event, especially right now, we're going into like short, dark days. Yeah. We're not there yet, right? But one of the things I realized when I started doing this work over 20 years ago, we can stay connected to the light even in the darkness. Yeah. And this is important, because we don't have to, and the darkness can be just physical darkness of shorter winter days, but it can also be the darkness of heavy emotional energy or mental energy. We can learn how to stay above that frequency, lower vibrational frequencies, stay connected to higher vibrational frequencies, and also use them to transform whatever you need to transform in your life.
Love that. I think that's so, well, first of all, seasonally, the shorter, darker days, right? But then we're also, it feels like we're having these moments more frequently of collective despair, collective agony, collective disharmony. And that is also that darkness, and it's not bad. It's just like sometimes in those vibrations, you feel disconnected or apart. So that's what I'm hearing you say, right? That this is always available.
It's always available. And how to connect with them. And it's like, realize it's like, we have so much help and support on this planet right now for humanity. And this is where I love to bring people to. It's like, do you know how supported we are in this experience? Yeah, we're having challenges, but oh my God,
Yeah.
the support.
I love that. I love that. And this idea just popped into my head, so I'm going to share because that's what we do, right? But it's like we're having to navigate using tools and resources that aren't just our senses. Because, like even light, even we're always looking, but I feel like when you tap into those light frequencies, it's not something that's out here. It's always connected. It's more like how do I know it in spite of what I'm seeing or feeling, or how do I trust that? And it's like flying a plane in the fog,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Pilots have to trust what they can't see. They have to use their tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly. So when I first took this class a long time ago, it was 2001, right?
Yeah.
I've been using these tools for a long time. But after my first weekend of this Inner Diamond, it's called the Inner Diamond, um, that's what I left with. I left with a bag of tools
Mm-hmm.
that I could use for my own transformation to help others as well. But it also provided me a map. So going to just knowing how to connect with what's called the quantum point. It's
Mm-hmm.
3 feet above the top of your head. You can already start doing that. There's a ball of white light 3 feet above everybody's top of their head. And it's like, that's your conscious connection to the quantum field.
Yeah.
And that's what I left with of, oh, I had a map of where I'm going, and I had the tools to help me get there.
Yeah. And the good news is you've continued to use and practice using those tools. And that's one of the things I love about you, because you know it, because you don't just have the idea of it, you practice all the time, and you encourage those of us who are around you to practice all the time and inspire us to do that. So it's going to be amazing. And so on top of that, you're going to have a table there, and you're going to be sharing something I think is pretty special. So do you want to talk about your surprise?
Yes. So I have something called transformation essences. So all of these 24 light frequencies that we can connect to, I call them light in a bottle. So I've worked with Marie Diamond, who brought in these methods, and I studied with her for 10 years, learned how to activate and activate the water to hold these frequencies.
Mm.
So these frequencies, transformation essence, is a way to bring these frequencies into your space, into your own energy field. There are people that are out there that have taken my classes. There's something called the tubes of light, and that's one of the things I'll be sharing at the event, of bringing in these colors and what they do for you.
Yeah.
So, it's like creating a firewall, calling in your protection, doing some clearing work. So there are mothers that have this tubes of light spray, and they spray their children before they go out the door every morning on their way to
Oh,
school.
brilliant.
So now these children are holding these high vibrational frequencies, and it totally changes their experience as they go out the door.
That's amazing. That doesn't surprise me at all, because like I said, I've experienced all of this in more than one way, and my life has transformed in ways I can't even like complete. Like we'd be here for days. So, like I have so many stories about the experience of this. So Patricia, I'm glad you're on. Ellen Marie, I'm glad you're on. Thank you so much. And sometimes I can't see people's names for some reason. So someone is saying that they have your book and love it, The Soul Whisperer. And Patricia's looking forward to this. And if you have questions for Annette as we go ahead and type those in. We'll we'll have some time for that. I am super excited. And so last month you got a chance to come to the event, and it was the first one, so we didn't know how it was going to go. And I kept telling everybody, I'm like, I don't know, but I'd love to hear what you thought about it, and why you said yes to coming to this one.
Well, the yes was easy because I love you. I love what you do. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to go and support you.
Yeah.
And I know what you do, and to be in that space to receive and also to support you, I wanted to do both. But one of the things I have to say is, and we haven't talked about this since the event, I walked in, and like you said earlier, we've been in this place of a little bit of disconnect. Mm-hmm. And to walk in that space and see so many people I haven't seen since, I don't know, 2 years pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
I've seen some of them on a Zoom call or in a class, but to see them in person, it felt like a celebration. Yeah. It was so right. So that was part of it. And then, oh my God, Nan, the channeling, and I'm going to just share, it's like, you are a peer channel. And I so trust the messages coming through. And this is what we need right now. And this is the love and support that's coming in, like helping people connect or see things beyond our physical world right now. Yeah. It is so inspiring and so transformative. And one of the things I'm going to just tell everybody who comes to this event, the experience doesn't stop at the end of the evening. I felt the energy and the opening and the messages continue for days after the event. Yeah. And that blew me away. Okay, I have to say it. I was like, oh, you're leaving the event. That was, wonderful message, wonderful. Oh my gosh, the connection. But then to feel and see it continue for days afterwards, yeah, that I was so impressed.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because I think we had like one quick little mention between the two of us since then about it. And I will say that I too noticed that, but this is the kind of thing. So it's not just about the event, but it's about the collective learning. And so Patricia just said, oh, Annette, that's so spot on, right? So I too had that, but if I don't share it, then I'm in this place of, did that really happen? Or sometimes dismissing things that are very real. I think one of the things I've learned, I trusted my instinct on this, because it wasn't like I said yes, and then I built the plane as I was flying it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Just kept going. But the piece in this is we need each other. We cannot do the work we need to do alone. And we need more than just teachers who are leading. We need to find it within each of us to know what we know, and to be heard and be seen, and to listen and to see. We need it like 360 right now. Mm-hmm. And it is, when we have an environment that does that, we feel that support ongoing. We're more willing to open and be vulnerable in this world. And I've never felt more vulnerable in my life.
And there are people, and this is what I've seen. So I'm doing a retreat in Minneapolis.
Yes.
Retreat, and
next week.
And you channeled a message for the group that's going to be part of the retreat. There are souls that are on, I call it the cutting edge. Mm-hmm. We're on the verge of something bigger, something new, something more expansive. And it takes a lot of guts. And what you just described is you say yes, and then you build the plane, right? Yep. So it's like trusting that the next step will be shown. And we have to trust that we're going to be led to exactly where we need to go or what we need to do. I don't have every minute of the retreat next week planned out, but I'm calling in all of the support. And it's like, and this is the field. I call it the field. When we connect in with the field, we trust that the field is filled with information that is going to come to us as we do the work. So we don't have this pre-planned, pre-programmed event or class or whatever it is. It's like all of a sudden there's inspiration is there, and all we have to do is open to it.
That's right.
And that's the journey I've been on. And this is the journey I love to take others on.
Yeah. And I've been on some of those journeys with you, as I mentioned, and mind blowing. And the retreat next week is also going to be amazing. And I know you opened it up to people to join for a day. So it's Monday through Friday or Saturday? It's Monday through
Thursday.
Thursday. I knew there was a weird date that. So she's doing Monday through Thursday, which is the work week. So if you are called and you have time next week, you're offering day-long experiences, which I think is brilliant.
One of the things that I was really, and this is part of that trust of, I've led retreats to Mount Shasta, Sedona, Stonehenge, England, all of these places. And this year I got, start where you're at. Let's build the energy here. And we are at the heart of the country. So we are going to be really connecting in with the heart energy, the mother energy that needs to be strengthened and expanded for all of us in this country.
Yeah.
One of the things I do have to say, we are full for Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday. So for those of you who don't know or aren't aware, there's a standing stone area in Kinstone. It's about 2 hours, about 2 hours away from us. So that is the day we're going to end. And it's like a Stonehenge. It's a mini Stonehenge.
Yeah.
And energetically, when I was there last time, talking about ley lines, there is an energetic connection with Stonehenge from Kinstone. So we're going to be tapping into that, talking about ley lines, vortexes, all of that wonderful energy. But Wednesday and Thursday are still open.
And you want to join on Wednesday because I'm going to be channeling there.
So Minnehaha Falls and the Peace Garden.
Yes.
So Nia is channeling at Minnehaha Falls Wednesday morning.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. And what I will say is everybody has Annette's, what am I trying to say? I have the wrong word in my head. Website. That's called a website. They have the link to your website, and I will put in the actual link to where you can find out more about those day events if you're interested. And I want to open it up. If anybody has questions, we have about a 10-second delay. So go ahead and start typing and I will respond. So if you're like, Nia's off a little bit, that's why. So just always remember when we're on live, we're about a 10-second delay. So if you post your questions, we'll keep going, but we'd love to be able to answer those. We have a couple more minutes. And I think this is so important right now. The work that you're doing, Annette, and you've been really drawn to the earth a lot more, like the different, kingdoms, and helping bring people into that experience to understand where they are in relationship, I think, and then expanding that. And I know that is likely going to play a part in next week as well. Yeah,
totally. So what I see for each day, the morning will be, I call it creating a container We're connecting in with the beings of Mother Earth. So you're going to be introduced to fairies, elementals, perhaps leprechauns, gnomes, everybody that ends up coming to these classes. We forgot our connection, and it opens us up and helps us remember that we have worked with these beings before. And over time, we've lost that remembrance, that connection. And it's time to remember that we are connected so intimately with Mother Earth. So each morning we'll be creating that beautiful connection, that heart space with Mother Earth. And the afternoons, we'll be connecting in with these higher vibrational energies to fill that container, that basin of connection that we have, that we're going to create. So, and that's going to be activating the heart. The heart is the balance between the masculine and feminine. So we're going to be working with both. What that is all going to look like specifically, I don't know yet. I'm building the plane as
That's right.
I get the bigger picture, but yeah, it's just going to be powerful.
Yeah.
And, it's about remembering
Yeah.
the power that we have within ourselves to do this work. And when we connect with other souls in the collaboration aspect, it becomes exponential.
Yeah.
And that's people bringing people together.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And so just understand, everybody, that next week she's going to be coming off this amazing retreat. And so we're also going to get that at the light hour. So I know, because I've been with her after a retreat and we're like, what? This is amazing. So I can't wait for you all to be a part of that. Patricia asked a question. And I don't know if I fully understand, Patricia, but I want to check. She wants to know, will you be speaking about your map process? Does that make sense to you? I don't know. And is it what you're talking about? Maybe what you're talking about dowsing or ley lines? Just wanted to check, Patricia. Does that resonate with you?
I do map dowsing.
Okay.
I'm not going to be talking about that at the event. It's really going to be about the quantum colors.
Yeah.
So we had talked about, do I talk about dowsing or the quantum colors, the inner diamond? And to bring you to an experience, I really wanted to bring you to the inner diamond. During the retreat, I am going to bring in the dowsing. We're going to have our dowsing rods with us. And I'm happy to answer questions about it. I'm not going to be focusing on any kind of map dowsing specifically, but we are going to be talking about ley lines and how these ley lines connect to these different places.
Yes.
But yeah.
Thank you I wanted to make sure I was understanding, and hopefully that answers that, Patricia. And I do know that Annette teaches classes on dowsing. She does both in person, but she also has some online courses that you can take and learn about the details. Am I still correct on that, Annette?
I don't have anything scheduled right now. Okay. I'm in the process actually of setting something up at a school. I want to do my next in-person dowsing class in a school.
Love this.
That's been my vision for a long time, is really helping our kids learn and be in this high vibrational space as they learn.
I love it.
So that's in process.
That's fantastic, because I think it'll help the kids, but it'll definitely support the teachers and the administration to be in alignment, or to be making choices that align to that higher vibration as well, which is really critical right now. I'll just say, as a mom of two, I totally know this, right? And Carol says that we have a brilliance to our energy, which I will agree with, because that's thank you. I'm just going to say, yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Annette, for being here with me today, for sharing so much. And we touched on a lot. If anybody has questions, you can put them in the comments, and we'll keep an eye on this. And if you want to reach out to Annette, you can, of course, go to her website at www.annetterugolo.com. You can, of course, get tickets right here for the Light Up. Go to yeswordcoaching.com/lightup, or you can find any bit of social media, pretty much anywhere, and get that information. So just know, reach out to me at nia@niaclaire.com if you have any questions. I want to thank you again, and we'll see you in a week, little over a week. I can't wait. I love you. Thanks.
Love you. Bye-bye. Thanks, Nia.